Hello everyone, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator video. Today we're going to be looking at the F-22 Raptor, which is a freeware jet in Microsoft Flight Simulator that you can download. And today we're going to be flying from Mesquite Metro Airport to Ardmore Airport in Oklahoma. We're on live weather right now, taxiing. Alright, looks like we're clear for takeoff now, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the runway.
Cleared for takeoff runway 18 Oscar Oscar.
Make sure, double check, make sure there is no problems here. Doesn't look like it. So go ahead and turn here. We're just going to go ahead and take off. So we're going to slowly increase our speed until we do get this to take off. And here we go. See the plane. It's a pretty nice model. As you can see here, keep that rudder straight. It likes to turn a lot. We're going to take off, rotate before we get to the end of the runway, and we're up in the air. I'm going to go ahead and throw up our landing gear here. Make sure it's up.
Tower Oscar Oscar, continue for north departure.
Go ahead and make our turn here.
Tower Oscar Oscar, frequency change.
Flying through a
Oscar is time 3 miles.
cloud right now, but we are up 5,000 feet. See down there is the ground.
Oscar Oscar, FT work center. Squawk 6524. Squawk 6524, Oscar Oscar.
Gonna go ahead and slow down a little bit because right now we're about 800 knots. This plane is extremely fast. You can see. Bring down our. Gonna go ahead and bring down our speed a little bit because right now we are flying quite fast.
Oscar Oscar, contact FT work center on 126.725. 126.725 Oscar Oscar. FT work center Oscar Oscar 11,200 feet. Oscar Oscar FT work center altimeter 29.89 continue as planned.
Alright, so right now we are, and there it is.
Descend and maintain 9,000 feet. Expect vectors ILS Yankee runway 13 left approach.
I'm gonna go ahead and just try to get off of this radio station because this radio is quite annoying when they just keep talking and talking. Yep, okay, this is good. This is what we want right here. That way we can just fly and then let me just go ahead and there we go. So now we're at 15,000 feet right now and climbing. You can see we're above the clouds here. Several storms down there. So we're gonna make our turn now. Alright, we might be, we're still facing the wrong way, so we're going to do a full bank turn here. There we are. And now we're facing the direction we want to be in. Go ahead and acknowledge that stupid squawk code thing.
Squawk 1305 Oscar Oscar. Oscar Oscar, radar contact 3 miles northwest of Tango X-ray, 13,000 feet. Altimeter 29.90.
Just gonna go ahead and go over here. Hopefully they don't mess with me anymore, but they probably will. So here you can see the plane flying. Alright. So right now we are trying to get our direct heading right now, trying to get to our airport. Alright, so now we're good. We're out of radio contact, and we are flying to where we should be. We'll be heading up to Ardmore, which is pretty far flight, but 600 knots, it shouldn't take very long. You can see the ground down there. It's a very peaceful flying this plane. This plane, you don't really have to do much with turning it or doing really much of anything because it keeps straight. It doesn't turn, doesn't lean. It's a very good flying plane, and it actually looks very good. So this is the weathered texture, or livery you could call it. Looks a little bit different. It's cool though. See up in the clouds here, 15,000 feet right now, flying steadily. We're gonna make a right turn in a little bit. It's pretty cloudy right now. This live weather is a little bit touchy on the cloudiness. Usually there's a lot more clouds than there actually should be. But other than that, it gets the rain pretty good. We're flying over a lake now. Have to fly over another lake. We're coasting about 570 knots. You can see the cockpit here. So some things work, some do not. So things like, you know, you can toggle the throttle visibility and the yoke visibility, but you can't do anything with the buttons on the yoke, and you can't move the throttle manually, which is something that I think that should be changed, but I don't know if it will be. So you can decrease your panel brightness, your console backlighting, console floodlight, and your main panel floodlight. So there's that, and then your flap things here. This really doesn't matter. This causes something, I don't know. Engine buttons don't work, so you have to turn those on through the game. Your light, set nose light to off, which is what we want to do right now. We do not want to set parking brake. Right now my landing gear's up, which it should be. And then your generators. I'm going to toggle this. You have your main battery master off, and then you have your radio volume, which does not work. Most of this stuff does not work over here. And then, you know, this is your APU, you need that to start, and then you have some buttons here that work. So yeah, that's basically the interior of this plane. You can see, kind of turn around. Can't really see much, but yeah, there you go. We're going to make our turn now, I believe. Yep. Start making our turn for our descent. We're going to be going to KADM, Ardmore, I believe. Yep, Ardmore. And then came from Mesquite there. Kind of took a delayed turn, but we're good now. But this plane is very fast. See here, we're kind of in an area with no clouds. Get a better view of the ground and how high we are up in the air, almost at 20,000 feet. This plane is just very easy to fly for anybody that wants to get a fighter jet in the game or is into this type of plane. It's very easy to fly and it's free, so you don't have to pay anything for it. And which I think is really good, because a lot of the planes that are payware are just sometimes really either hard to fly or they're just not worth the money. So I think having a market of freeware planes is also a very good addition to this game. But this is a mod that you have to download. It's not in the actual marketplace in the game. You have to download it off of a website, which I will send the link to. But yeah, you can see right now very quickly. See all these clouds here? See out here, there's probably storms over there, right across that lake down there. There's another airport there. I believe that's North Texas Regional. That's where I landed at in my last video. We're at 18,000 feet now, and kind of decreasing, so let's keep it there. This plane does have lights on the outside. You have your navigational lights. There's the port side, starboard side, I guess you could call it on an airplane. You have some lights underneath. Your beacon lights are underneath. I'm gonna go ahead and check where we are, and it does look like we need to turn to the left a little bit. Look at our window. You see that airport down there, and we are just cruising right now, very quickly, no problem at all. So it does look like there's some storms up here, so we might end up wanting to get down a little bit out of these storms if we can. I'm going to need to zoom in to this airport and find out how I need to get to it, what runway I need to land on, and all that. So we're going to actually have to go back here. We're going to check. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Get this out of my way. Alright. I guess tune Fort Worth Center. Contact them. We're going to hear a little bit of radio chatter. Very distorted, I don't know why. Whoa, I just caught some wave or some air there. There's a lake back there. So I'm gonna attempt to. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that either. So this really needs to be just more downtown executive. It'd be nice if it let me actually click on a lake, but that's fine. Yep, we're almost at Ardmore, so we should be able to find it on here. There it is. Ardmore Municipal is here. If we can just click on it, please. Thank you. So we're going to request a full stop landing here for Ardmore. That's our airport down there that we need to land at. So I believe that's runway 13 right there. So we're gonna make our turn now. See for ATC entry. So we're just gonna go ahead and cut the engine. Slow down a little bit. We're gonna kind of make our turn a little bit here. Make it a little bit of a delayed turn because we got to get all the way over that airport runway there. We're gonna just go ahead and naturally slow the plane down by letting it glide. Alright, so we can go ahead and start really making our turn. That is the runway we're going to be landing at. You can see a lake down there. So we're going to be on our final eventually here. Now we're going to just go ahead and add some flaps in. Make sure that we can slow down in time and locate our airport. There it is. Alright, so now we're clear to land at our runway. Oh, we might be a little bit off. No, we're good. Okay, lady, if you'd give me a sec, I need to actually prepare myself for the landing. So we're going to go ahead and kick the flaps up, and we're going to go ahead and down our landing gear, and we're going to acknowledge her clearance there. So now we're naturally slowing down. Right now at 200 knots, can't land at that speed, so we're going to, okay, we're losing a lot of airspeed quick, so hopefully we can get a good landing in here. Kind of try to show it from the outside, also from the inside. So now we're on our final descent here. See the landing gears out on the plane. Oop, a little bit of lag stutter there, it's alright. We give us a little bit of gas. Pump the flaps a little bit more. Go ahead and get our flaps all the way down and get lined up with our runway. Coming a little bit sideways with this crosswind. It'll be alright. And here we're coming in for a landing now. Go ahead and land it here. Get our rudder down. Gently set our nose down. And we're down. So that's going to be it for the F-22 Raptor here today, landing at Ardmore Airport. It's a very interesting plane, and especially for free, I recommend downloading it. Very fast plane if you're into these type of fast planes, which is expected. But anytime, thanks for watching.